Hello, I'm Ella Vine. I'm a political psychic and a psychic generally from London. I'm recording this video for Forensic News, who asked me to comment on the situation in Pakistan and especially on the situation of the former president, Mr. Sharif. We supposed to do a live video for you a couple of days ago, but because there was so much going on in Pakistan, as you know, with the political situation and the bombing yesterday, the editors of Forensic News just didn't have a chance to speak to me even for a minute. So I've decided I'll record that video for them and make it a little bit easy for them, because it was 2 days ago when I've been asked to look at the situation of Mr. Sharif and to tell what the future brings for him. And I don't want this to go to waste, so there I am doing this very quick video. And so let me, the situation evolved since then, and people are a bit puzzled why Mr. Sharif returned to Pakistan. And then I looked at his picture, and there are things that I found and that will explain the way of his thinking why he returned to Pakistan. Now what he actually is doing, he is doing it with quiet dignity, and it's a lot of sentiments in his mind. His thoughts are really like, he knows that he has done a lot of good for this country. He really loves his country, and is this quiet dignity. And actually it's a little bit, I would say, his mind is a bit in dreaming state, and that might be something that, you know, he'll be lost because of that. What I saw is that for his case to be defended, he needs to use just good solicitors, and he himself is not really in the position to successfully defend himself because of his mind being in a dreamy state, wondering and thinking about his days of glory and about the sentimental ways of thinking. And there's such a quiet dignity. He actually takes his fate as it is, and he goes for whatever punishment is there for him. So he just takes the situation just like that. And he's not a very emotional man. I mean, he's a good man. And actually what I saw, he's not a bad man. I'm not commenting whether he was corrupt or not corrupt. This is not the sort of bad man or good man description. I did not see him being a bad man. Generally, he is not a bad man. He is a very calm man in a way. He's not feeling very emotional. He has this quiet, you know, attitude when you know you did great things for the country or for whatever, and you have been punished unfairly. And so he is just taking this unfair punishment on him for the reason I just said. And for the reason I just said, he needs good solicitors, and he himself put his foot forward maybe too soon. And but anyway, next, just looking at my notes when I did the reading. So he may not feel it's unfair what's happening to him, but there is also one thing: he does not say a lot. This is all going on in his head, but he does not say a lot out there to people. There's he kind of keeps a lot within himself. And he also feels that this is like a part of his own growing, like he's taking this big burden on his shoulders, going with it, and he feels that he's morally right, and so he probably thinks that he will win his case, but that's not necessarily the case, not necessarily how I feel it. It's just the way of his thinking that led him to his actions and to return to Pakistan and all this. Lots of sentiment. So next, women in his life are important, and that will be his wife. There will be a lot of, in the future, influence on that issue, because we know that his wife is in London. There is a very huge importance and influence on his life. Will be, and his future is not going to be easy, and it will be filled with pain. This is what I exactly saw. But because he's imprisoned, it's not like the end of the road for him or the end of life for him. None of this. At the moment he might be in the spotlight, but that will stop, and he will just disappear from public eye. Into the quiet, he will just be doing some quiet work, and he'll be doing lots of studying, and he'll be doing lots of reading. So there is a way he can use positively this time in prison to learn, to study, to develop, including to develop the strength of his character. And that, you know, he's got a good brain and he can still do some work, whether it's from prison or after prison. Although he has to be careful. That's definitely. And well, that's what happened. That was his decision. That's his choice. This is the choices. What is the thinking behind going on with him that I just said. And I think I'll leave it at this. Yep. I would say one more thing that my feeling is that, to be honest, now prison for him, it's a safe place. If he would be out, that could have been one more dangerous place for him in Pakistan. So it is what it is. He can use this time positively, you know. Although the difficult private situation with his wife, unfortunately, that's